Boys, we are back, and it's been a hot second. I won't lie, but we are back, and there's been some insane developments to this since. Now, I don't believe we've had this last time, but now we don't need to do multiple levels. Townhall 13 is set purely at one specific level. If I press this button, I don't have to go to Townhall 13 star 1, Townhall 13 star 2, or anything like that. We can go immediately to the next Town Hall, which is super awesome. I believe a 2x star bonus has just started, and I don't think, unfortunately, here I'm yapping, we have a whole thing going on here. Ranked battles, yep, ranked battles now. Yeah. We're going to have to make an actual good base, which should be pretty fun to do. Plus, I think this will actually be really awesome to try to figure out what is the best way to be able to rush and still perform in the leagues. But something I am pretty excited about is as we rush, the minimum league that we're in will continually increase. So if we go to Town Hall 14, Town Hall 14 I think will put us in probably Valkyrie, Town Hall 15 will probably put us in Witch, Town Hall 16 will probably put us in Golem or P.E.K.K.A. or something like that. And I know Town Hall 17 puts us minimum Titan 25. So as we rush, the league bonuses will just continually get better and better here. So I'm pretty excited about that. So that is something we're going to have to work on here. Interesting. I don't want to sign up here. I guess I could sign up. We're going to have to switch. We're going to have to, before we switch, we have to actually put a good base down. There we go. So it must have been locked up here. So we have resources. Let's clear up this base real quick here because it's been neglected. Actually, while I'm going to cancel this real quick, do you guys think that we should keep some of the obstacles from events? Because I think this is the first event. Oh, no, it's not the first event. I think if it spawns on the outside, I think we keep it. Otherwise, if it spawns inside the base, I think we destroy it. I can't remember if that was what we were doing before or not, but I feel like that's a fair way. I don't want to spend any more shovels on the outside here. It looks like we need to find a clan. You know what? I'm going to randomly join a clan, I think. I want to get the full experience and see if I can survive in a clan, maybe not get kicked out. Hopefully an English one. We are friendly English speaking here. All right, Bus. Welcome to Bus. We are a friendly English speaking clan. We are looking for, actually, I wonder, because this is going to be for YouTube, I wonder if I could make it family friendly, only family friendly clans. I think I'm going to do that. Just because I don't want anyone saying some weird stuff or anything. You know what? Let's look at Zendar here. I'm kind of liking this. It does have requirements for clan or builder base, but I think it should be fine. I have no idea what this clan looks like here, but I am 14th. Alrighty. Looks like some inactive people, unfortunately, too. But we have a clan now. We'll see how that all goes. I want to get the full experience now that I'm a little bit higher up. And I think the main things we should focus on in today's episode is doing clan games. Probably upgrading our hero hall now that we can get the... And there is an event going on here. We can get some equipment. And I don't know which one we should do. There's 7 days left. What do we specifically need to build? We need to get enough gold to get the scatter shot. And we need to get traps, which is completely fine. So basically, we just need to place the scatter shot. And then we have 4 extra builders to do whatever. I do think upgrading our hero hall is going to be a big priority here. All right, so I think we just farm. Let's try to get that 2x bonus here. So I have arrow. I have that. So I want to probably hit the sweeper. I guess we'll come in from this angle here with our dragons, with our raged up. Put our minion prince in there. We don't have clan castle troops, unfortunately. But I do think that there is some... What is it called? There's a clan castle cake that we can grab. So I guess we'll actually just clone the dragons for now in this attack. We'll just go from there, I guess. All right, well, the first attack here is bust. But with this new update here, it really doesn't matter, actually. And it's, I don't know, you know what? I want to ask you guys this. How do you guys feel about this update? I really enjoy it, but I stream every single night. for the most part, and I've had a lot of mixed reviews. I think most of the people have been pretty positive, but I am curious what you guys think about this update, because I do think, again, I've been hearing some mixed signals here on different things, on some people not really liking how difficult it is, some people just not fully understanding it, some people really enjoying it. I'm curious. I think I'd have to be in the enjoying it boat, but that's also because previously, I was not able to do Legends hits or farming hits in Legends. So inevitably, when the next Town Hall comes out, that should be a pretty good freaking thing, I feel like. Should be a pretty solid addition. Be able to play a lot of Town Hall 18 right when it inevitably comes out. Alright. Got another treasure chest here. I'll always love these openings here. I do tend to like it more when it's just a common, but I actually do like the Mighty Morsels. I typically really enjoy them on my alt accounts, and especially rushed accounts for CWL. But unfortunately, if I'm going to be playing on this account a lot more frequently, that probably won't see CWL. But I do think I could probably play a pretty nifty trick here. Today is the 26th. CWL is typically on the 1st, and this ends in 6 days here. So if I claim these, or I believe let them auto-claim, I think they would auto-claim just fine. If I let them auto-claim, I believe they would all be collected at basically the 1st of the month. And then if I collect these correctly and don't necessarily farm too much in these upcoming, I could probably do a CWL with max out equipment, which would be huge. Now, hopefully I can stay inside this clan for just a little bit, and maybe I can be in their CWL. How good is their CWL? They're gold 2. I feel like, I'm not going to lie, I feel like I'd probably smurf pretty heavily around there. But hopefully I can get into it. I think it'd be pretty fun, because actually I don't think I've done any wars or CWLs realistically on this account. I do have some league stuff. That's just because I do put them in clans just to passively get stuff. But I actually want to try to find some clans that I can maybe try to be maybe like an incognito YouTuber thing. And I guess we'll see. I don't really want to rely on my own clans, not because they're not great, but just because I would like to feel a full experience of a rushed player, right? If someone doesn't like me being rushed, I'd like to feel the challenges that someone else would have. I know my clans are pretty accepting of rushed players and all that kind of stuff because they hear what I say about rushed. They agree with me. They understand. Come on, baby. All right. We got another chest here. I'm thinking, what if this is a legendary chest, you guys have to subscribe, all right? If not, I'll let it slide for now. Oh? I think that's it. I don't think we'll get a different thing. We just got an epic here. Oh, a little bit of shiny ore. Not too bad. I actually like that because I haven't checked in our equipment in a second here, but I don't think it's fantastic. Actually, we're not doing too bad, actually. What to upgrade? I feel like it'd be the responsible thing, especially because we're speccing into dragons continuously here. I think it's probably the responsible thing to continually upgrade our giant arrow. I think that's probably for the best. Dude, the warden equipment and the minion prince equipment is all still very good, though. I think as of right now, I think we can still triple, or we can still hit, air defenses at max level here. I'm pretty sure that's what just happened here not too long ago here. I think it was this base here. No, it wasn't this base. I don't know, actually. Can I triple? I think right here, right? So we hit that air defense. It looks like we can still triple, or sorry, I keep saying triple. I think we can get rid of Town Hall 13 air defenses already as is. So I think what we do is we either upgrade, I'm going to say the Rage Gem or the Dark Crown, but I think I might actually stick with the Dark Crown because I do actually believe that this is a pretty good equipment. I really hope I'm not making a bad decision there because that is a large investment, but I think that's still a pretty good one. Also, all right, not the best resources, but it's a little bit of a rushed base, but it is a little bit more of an active base, and I kind of test my skills on a little bit more of an active base. So, I'm going to place my minion prince in. I'm going to get my blimp going here, and I am going to pop my ability, save my blimp. Going to clone in this area, rage up. They should take out everything in that core. Dude, this army is phenomenal for a lot of different things. Typically, I'm just running this. Ooh, dude, my minion prince is actually really close to death. He keeps tanking, seeking air mines, unfortunately. But I actually run this in Legends, or at least I have been, and it's been doing pretty decent, but I think I might start switching to something a little bit crazier. But I will tell you, you can definitely get into Legends at the very least running this. I can definitely say that for a fact. This is a pretty strong attack. All right, we got another chest here. Last one was an epic. The one before that I think was a common. Honestly, I'm down with getting some more ores. The more ores we can get, the better I think it is. But it's only a rare. For some reason, I feel like this is going to be clan capital gold. You know what? Regular gold I will take. And we get the bonus again. I don't know if I was supposed to clear out. Am I still? Okay, I'm still chilling on resources here. That's kind of nice. I have a ton of dark elixir. And I am not running the king. So I think what I might do is I might upgrade him right now. We got the dark elixir to run it. I think we do that. We can upgrade stuff here. I think I'd actually... Okay. Let's sit down and let's focus up here. All right. What are things that I want to upgrade? Offense is always fantastic. And I won't lie. I think our army camps are kind of lacking slightly. 3 days on each one. And I think these are... Okay, one's level 9. But they're not too much of a difference. So I think we obviously need to upgrade or place down the scatter shot. That'll be one. We're upgrading the king. That's another. We need to upgrade the hero hall just to unlock the RC at the very least. So that's 3 so far. So we have 2 extra builders. I think the clan castle could be pretty, I want to say pretty insane, but realistically, all we really need is the spell storage. And I forget where you get the 3rd spell storage at. I don't know if that's 14 or Townhall 15. I think it's Townhall 14. So maybe we will have to, but it's maybe not a massive priority right now. I think the laboratory is a very solid option just so we can continually upgrade our dragons to keep them caught up on level. So I think I'm going to do king, scattershot, hero hall, laboratory. Ooh, I think we do we do the blacksmith? Actually, I think I'm going to put my foot down and say the army camp. I think we'll do the army camp just because there's 4 of them, and we need to continually progress on them pretty badly, actually. We kind of need to keep up with that, so... Even though I was going to say the workshop probably would have been a pretty solid option, I do think that it's probably smart of us to continue with the army camps. Because this attack isn't too bad, but I will say it's lacking purely because we are low on different things we're running here. Also, this is a decently active account here, I can't lie. Middle should be completely deleted here, which is super nice. And the funnel kind of worked. We definitely split off a little bit, but the overgrowth goes away, and my minion prince looks behind him. Unfortunately, he was in probably the worst position here, but he does catch up. He will get taken out by that archer tower, though. But I actually think we're still looking very solid here regardless. I don't know. I will say, I think I might be already regretting doing the Dark Crown over a longer Eternal Tome or even a better Rage Gem. The only reason I didn't go with upgrading the Rage Gem at the very least is just because I do plan on probably switching that out for the Healing Tome once we unlock that. Well, we got a common. That's unless we get a magical item. That's not too bad. Fortunately, I don't think we can really do anything with that. All right, I'll bring you guys back once we get enough resources to upgrade something. Alrighty here, come on. Something nice here. Alright, common chests are pretty nice, right? Alrighty. So, interesting. I don't want to seem ungrateful here, but that's interesting. Alright, so we do have some resources. I think we're going to upgrade the Hero Hall. 6 days, yikes. But we also are going to put down the scatter shot. So now, I believe if we wanted to, we do actually have enough resources to be able to upgrade. Level 7 is needed. We are going to level 7, so we are all set on that, which is nice. So 6 days we can upgrade our Town Hall, or at least start upgrading our Town Hall. I totally forgot that we've been upgrading this builder apprentice here. So I think because the scattershot's already placed, I could keep him assigned, and he takes off 6 hours every day, right? So what's 6 times 6 is 36. That'd be 36. So that takes off a day and a half, which actually is pretty nice, which I totally think we do actually. Although we do have 1,000 gems, and I don't know what I should spend that on per se. I could upgrade him again, and that would take off 7 hours per day, which is 42, I want to say. 42 hours, which is not a full 2 days, but that's not too bad. What else could we spend gems on? If I'm saving gems, what else could I do? Because I'm trying to figure out if I want to upgrade him or use it on something else. I think the only thing we can really spend gems on are other equipment, and to be honest with you, I know equipment's pretty nice to have, especially if you don't have it, but I think we use it on, I think we continue using him on the Alchemist, or not the Alchemist, sorry, I was reading it when I was talking. I think we use it on the Builder Apprentice here, to be honest with you. Get an extra, I think 8 is when he's fully maxed out, and the sooner we can get him maxed out, the more progression we can get. So I think this is a no-brainer. He's actually maxed out for here, so let's keep him assigned for the upgrade. And there we go. Nice. So that should knock off almost 2 days. So that should be done in 4 days from now. That's crazy. Heck, brother. Plus, this account's going to go crazy when we get to Hammer Jam. You know what? As I go fight this Townhall 14 here, I want to talk about how I think farming has changed up quite a bit. Just tonight, I was talking on stream with some people and talking about how people feel like about the update and all that kind of stuff. And people were saying that they cannot find dead bases at all. And I haven't done too much farming. Honestly, I've probably done more farming on this account already as I have this entire update. Just because I do have a lot of maxed out accounts that I tend to do stuff on. I don't really need to farm too much. But I'm curious what you guys think. Do you guys agree with that? Is farming very difficult now? I feel like I've been finding some decent loot. I know when I was farming a little bit on one of my Townhall 17 accounts that's very rushed, I found out that doing the loot bonus per league was actually very powerful compared to just farming in general, because I think it was like 300,000 I was getting per thing, but I'm pretty sure they've even changed that now where you can't, it doesn't seem like you get as much resources nowadays for it, so I don't know. I don't know if it's like, hey, maybe rushing is worth it just purely because you can guarantee a better league bonus for just farming purposes, or how that all ends up, but I'd be curious, because I haven't really been paying attention here. If I attack, or if I'm going to 100% this, right? Doesn't matter, I think, what league I'm in. So I get about 100,000 per, which is 200,000 resources every time I get 100% of my league bonus, which I think I get, like, or at 50% of the base being damaged, I think I get like 87% of the bonus, which is still pretty solid. I'm pretty sure, though, on my 17, I was getting almost, I think it was like 287,000, but I was looking at this here, and it looks like it's definitely down about 50,000, which is, I think, a little disappointing, if I'm completely honest with you. Maybe they thought that was too overpowered or something like that, but I don't know. I feel like it's a little more disappointing that the resources got nerfed as heavily, because I'm now looking at Legends here, and Legends at 100% from what I can tell here is still lower than what I was getting yesterday or 2 days ago when I was streaming farming purposes. So that's a little disappointing. Which I don't know what it was at before, to be honest with you. Maybe it was really broken. But I will say, getting to Townhall 17, even without changing too much from Townhall 13 here, I'm getting more than double in every single attack. That's pretty impressive. I personally think that they made rushing even stronger in this most recent update, but I know not everyone's a big rusher, you know. But that being said, I'm going to upgrade this army camp here. We have a lot of Dark Elixir. What can I upgrade with Dark Elixir? Not a lot. We don't have a lot upgraded. I think I'm going to upgrade the minions just because typically they are pretty nice to have for cleanup purposes. And here's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to do 2 more attacks. I think get enough resources. And then I'm going to clear out the clan castle. And I'm going to make a base for Townhall 13 here. For a rush Tunnel 13 that we can then use for ranked attacks here. Alright, just for the heck of it, at 66%, how much bonus? I get 96%. So, realistically, I feel like the best way to farm, I think when we were doing farming, we were doing, I think, super barbarians. You just clear out the outside where most of the collectors or maybe even storages might be. You get, I think it's like 50% or something like that, and then you typically end the battle. And I feel like that's how we ended up farming, which if that is the case, we probably should start upgrading our barbarians, and hopefully we can get some super barbarians pretty quickly here, which unfortunately probably would have been pretty good to think through that before putting down the minions, but oh well. I wonder if we could probably do that with regular dragons. Not entirely sure, but I do think we have enough resources. If I claim this, do we have enough? What do I need? I think I need just a little bit more. All right, let's grab that real quick here. Perfect. All right, well, we got the 50%, 52%, and we'll get 82%. Again, that's not too bad. So I do think the new farming meta is just to farm everything. Or, sorry, use, instead of sneaky goblins, probably just run super barbarians, get the 50%, get that bonus, loot bonus, and dip on out. Because you still get the resources mostly on the outside, and then it should be pretty solid. But that also being said, I think we have a lot of gold. I know that king gets done in 10 hours. I almost am tempted to cancel, just because the king isn't super important here. There's not much I can upgrade with gold per se, but I could actually upgrade the eagle artillery, and we will need that upgraded, so maybe I do that. All right, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I wish I could cancel the lab. Totally love to. Do we have the lab assistant? We do. I might as well use him, I guess. He'll knock off an hour. Ooh, wait a minute. I think I might do that. I might pop this as well. Everything should get done pretty quickly, and then I'll try to put on the barbarian and try to hit that off. But let's cancel the king, which is fine. We have a ton. We're gonna upgrade the eagle artillery, and we're gonna upgrade the laboratory. We're also gonna boost the laboratory. And as that's going on, I think what we do here is, I just want to look at it real quick here. Wow, look at that time. Oh my goodness, look at that time go down. So it has an hour that it's removing, but then also additionally has 24 hours per hour that it's removing. So it's 24 times plus, I guess, 2x on top of that. I don't know how the math works out, but man, that's going fast. Now we need a ranked mode thing, and we don't have a war base, so let's do it here. That way we don't have to worry about obstacles. Start off with that. I want to make sure our stuff isn't super susceptible to like balloon clone or anything like that. I think we'll do something like this here. We'll go multi-infernos, and we'll place them in a way here that allows them to still cover the town hall just fine, cover the eagle artillery, cover the scatter shots. Now, we're going to probably have to remake this just because, obviously, we don't have all 4 heroes, unfortunately. And I think because of that, I'll keep my heroes like that. Actually, what if we did a ring style? Hold on. So what is this? What is that looking like? That's weird. I get bugged out. I'm going to do a ring style here, I think. All right, now we need something in the center here. Probably, expos would probably be fine. All right, so the scatter shots still cover. I'll move these a little bit closer now that the clone value isn't too bad. So they cover the town hall. We have that. I want to put the sweepers in a way. Not that they're fully centered or anything like that. Actually, you know what? Let's get a little fancy with this. Let's both put them up here, but I'm going to put them slightly off center. That way it's a little bit harder to hit. We'll have the eagle artillery. Oh, actually, let's place them south. We're going to place them south here. So the eagle artillery, so it'll force them to attack either the top and have the eagle artillery hit them throughout, or they attack through the eagle artillery and then they have to deal with air sweepers. We'll do that. Some heroes on the outside. All right, I feel like something like that makes it so the arrow value isn't ridiculous anywhere I'm looking here. Now, is this the most over-engineered rushed base that is on the market? Yeah, probably. Sometimes you need that. Alright, I typically don't like doing this, but because the minion prince is in here, I don't think that would be too bad of an issue. Actually, I think what I can also do is I can put some hidden Tesla in here. The reason I don't like doing this is because I do think that it allows E-Dragons to chain through a lot of the compartments, but I don't think that's too bad in this scenario. That's too bad because we do have the minion prince. Realistically, I don't know how much this is really going to do, and should be fine. I am making a little bit of a cardinal sin in my opinion here, but we'll run it for now. Cardinal sin being, I don't like typically putting defenses inside of the dead space on a base because I do think that that leaves a opportunity for troops to, if I take a screenshot here, if troops are coming in from the south side and they start pathing in, the fact that this is here leads troops in towards the center. I might get rid of that, but we'll see. Oh my goodness. Wait, the walls came out perfectly for this base. They actually went perfectly into the base. What the heck? I don't think I've ever had that before. That's weird. Feels kind of cool though. Be interested to see though, that's for sure. Oh, this all holds up. I have a bad feeling that I'm gonna, regardless of what I run here, it's gonna get absolutely worked. We are a rushed account. This is completely over-engineered. I am trying to make a base that, regardless of what town hall level you run, will be kind of a good one here. If you're fully maxed out, if you're not, no biggie. This would run still pretty nicely. Alrighty, that is what I came up with. I kind of curious to see what it would look like on a max Town Hall 13. Would it be good? No idea. Multi-Infernos are covering the center. Obviously, the Expos kind of do damage as things move around. Scatter shots cover the Town Hall both as well. I think they both cover the single Inferno. Oh, this one doesn't too much, but this one definitely. They both cover the Inferno in some sort of capacity. Air sweepers definitely face south. So if any air troops come in from the Eagle artillery, they would have a rough time. If you don't attack through the Eagle artillery side, well, then you have the Eagle artillery throughout the entire attack here. I feel like this isn't bad. I did try to add a little bit of anti-RC dive into it. Is that going to be effective at a super rushed level? Probably not. If this was a fully maxed out Town Hall 13, it might be all right. I will say I'm not a huge fan of the anti-flame flinger value on here. I do think that it'd be pretty easy to take out the mortars. I don't know. Can you flame flinger at Town Hall 13? I would assume probably. But I think this is an all right base for sure. Just something that I tossed together here, and I was at it a little bit longer than I thought I was. But I just tossed it together. I'll put this link in the description down below if any Town Hall 13s want to try it out. If you're better leveled up than I am, feel free to do that. But I think that's what we'll run. We'll run that in our ranked mode here. Actually, we can't fit 2 furnaces by chance, can we? Because I feel like 2 furnaces could be really awesome. We could fit 2 furnaces in the center, just continually do damage from outside. I feel like that could be pretty solid. Furnaces are really strong, especially when people aren't super aware of how strong they could be. I don't know how many Tunnel 13s go against that. But now that I'm looking at this, I feel like this 5 extra troop capacity could be really good for the defensive aspect of ranked here. But I'm actually really excited to try out ranked on this rushed account, see how bad it is, how good it is for a rushed account player to do something with that. Oh, I think I was at it a little bit longer than I thought yet again. I was able to catch that, and we still have 40 minutes of boost. So I was at that for 20 minutes there. This should get done very quickly here. I'm not going to obviously keep you guys here, but I'll probably try putting this back down. But I appreciate you guys watching this video. Again, if you guys enjoyed or want this to continue, please like and subscribe. I'm probably going to try this one a little bit differently, and I'm going to try posting this to, I think, the events, the community tab. I've never posted it on there. So if you've come from this community tab, let me know. You got to let me know if you guys came from this. I want to see how effective this thing is. I've never used this before. But I appreciate you guys. I'm glad to be back. Rushing's more powerful than ever. And hopefully I can stay committed to it, because I feel like every last few episodes I've been like, I'm going to be committed, and then I just don't tend to be. So I guess we'll see how that is. But I appreciate you guys. Until next episode, peace out.